Welcome to the Journey Within Podcast Clips with me, Shobha Rana. The best clips from our most loved episodes are here. So don't miss to press the subscribe button and hit the bell icon to stay updated. What happens in your head after a bad show?
ओह
Like, for how long do you
ऐसे
carry that
धरती फट
frustration?
जाए मैं समा जाऊं यार from the first
Matlab, have you come to a place where you can just take it with a
no
pinch of
no
salt? That
no I don't think any comedian, if there's any comedian who's ever felt that अरे यार चल ठीक है ना एक ही
कभी
show
कभी
कर
तो हो जाता
हाँ
है. all of
they
that.
should quit comedy because they are not in it. Okay, every comedian worth its salt, worth his or her salt, I've realized massively hurt with a bad show. Forget a bad show, a joke not working properly hurts you. When I first experienced this early, when I just started doing comedy, and we all have bad shows even now, right? There'll be some audience which will just not get what you're saying. I think it is the most soul-crushing, ego-crushing experience, and I'm not saying this lightly, that a human being can experience. Just standing with the spotlight on you, with a mic in your hand, looking at those eyes, and all those eyes are saying, तुमसे नहीं हो पा रहा. And you're still going on and on and on, just trying to get them to laugh, and they don't. It is really bad. Yeah. Like kitna bhi you can do 100 shows in a row which are kick-ass standing ovation shows.
That one show will
and
just
that
knock you
one
down to
show
your knees.
will knock you down on your knees, man. You will keep thinking about it for days and weeks and months together.
I feel that emotion, and that does take a toll on your mental health. So,
Yeah.
have you gone through extreme bouts of anxiety, panic attacks, or something like this?
Not in that sense.
Hmm.
Not really the
Like
clinical
things
side of
haunting
it.
you
Nah,
and
not on
going
the
through
clinical side of it.
insomnia.
Yeah, I'm very careful when I use these words of anxiety and depression or panic attacks because I realize the sensitivity of people who suffer from it. It's very difficult to even understand what they go through, right? I don't suffer from any of that. I have bad moments which are very different from anxiety, right? I have serious doubt on myself. I will get upset for days and weeks together, but it is not depression. So I'm very, very clear. But yeah, those negative feelings, oh my God, yaar. मतलब there's sometimes I'm like देख ना अपना वीडियो देख कितना इतने सारे व्यूज मिल रहे हैं लोगों के कमेंट्स पढ़ लोग अभी तेरे से सेल्फी लेके गया and you're sitting there thinking I'm just not good enough.
Then, how do you come out of these? And
I
what
don't
kind of
know.
a person you are to be with? Because you have your wife at home, kid at home.
Normally I
So-
shield them from this, from both sides, right? Try to shield them from the good part, in the sense that I don't get too excited about कि ऐसा मेरे को ऐसे sold out show हुआ, standing ovation मिला, लोगों ने selfie लिया, or the bad. It's very personal. Both these things are like I just keep it to myself. But like I said, it's just you have to fight.
And it's
There's
easier
something
said
called
than
as
done.
imposter syndrome, na? वो जो होता है ना,
Right.
that you think that you're never good enough.
Hmm.
I think all artists suffer
All
from
artists
it,
have
right?
it.
All artists suffer from it. So you go through these cycles, and then you tell yourself, hey, like, ठीक है, you get up the next
And
day.
these things are as true as they are said, like, because this imposter syndrome, it's just so real.
Yeah.
You could be doing your best possible job, you could be looking the best that day, or you could be delivering the best possible whatever,
Yeah.
but still you feel that you're not good enough.
Yeah.
And being an artist, you are having this feeling almost every other day.
Yeah.
And almost every other day you're putting yourself on that stage open to judgment.
Yeah.
So much of judgment, so much of validation that is, and that can very readily shake your belief,
Yeah.
and that can readily steer you into some other direction.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, if you don't fall back to the process, like the whole only thing is that what is controllable in your case or my case, right? As an artist, is the art that we create. That's the only thing we control. We cannot control audience's reaction. We cannot control the love that they give. We cannot control the hate that they give. We cannot control the money that will come. The only thing you control is work. So if you fall back on work, it's good enough. And sometimes these moments are like recently when I released these 4 videos of Ekasinati on YouTube, massive response, okay, and everybody's writing such wonderful comments. Like if I were to read those comments, I could live happily for the rest of my life and just quit everything and say, "Ho gaya mera, yaar, I've done what I've done." Those kind of comments, okay. And one day I was going in the morning to Starbucks where I sit and write, and for some reason I was feeling bad. And I kept telling myself, even during the drive, I was telling myself, "Abhi 4 video nikle hain. Everybody's loving it. Right? Your tour has just started. And we are doing sellout shows now. Things are just perfectly fine. It's bloody winters in Delhi. That kind of, the mood is all nice. Why are you feeling bad?" And I couldn't, make myself understand why I was feeling bad. And I was sitting in Starbucks and I was like, shit, something is wrong. I don't know what it was. And then one person was walking by outside Starbucks, saw me inside, walked inside and said, huge fan, can I just take a selfie? And I watched this video and I loved it. And I made my parents watch it and they also loved it. Took a selfie, walked away, and then I was okay. I was like, this is it now. Yeah, okay. This is fine. The best you can do is just shield everybody else around you from that chaos which goes inside our head. I honestly, I don't want to be a peaceful person. I've realized like my comedy will suffer, my everything will suffer as an art form if I'm just at peace with everything. I like the chaos. I've always liked the chaos. I like being over emotional about things. So I will react very strongly to everything, whether it's a good thing or a bad thing, whether it's happiness or sadness or anger or rage. My reactions are very strong. My wife keeps telling me, just chill, relax, guys. Don't take everything so seriously. And sometimes I find it difficult to explain to her that is what makes me a comedian, right? My whole approach of reacting to the world is what comedy is all about, because that's what I write about. That's what I tell people. The stuff that they cannot say or they dare not think is what I'm supposed to say to help them relate to what I'm saying. So chaos is important. I love chaos. Yeah.
Challenges you, Anshu?
What challenges me? So multiple angles, right? One, from a stand-up comedy perspective, it is how deep can I go on a topic, and how much of intelligent comedy can I do? I really want to hit that mark of doing intelligent comedy. Like, for example, I've never done politics. I don't talk about politics. Clarity is the first time I'm talking about politics. And it took me a long time to talk about politics because I felt that if I ever say anything on politics, it has to be deeper than saying ye pagal hai, wo pagal hai. Right? Because that anybody can do. Wo bacha bhi kar sakta hai. That's the challenge that I face, right? Am I writing smart? Are the jokes smarter? Are people, am I changing opinions? Right? Am I changing your minds? Do you remember this solo 6 months after you've watched it? Is it still in your head? Or usne ye bola tha ek baar? That kind of a thing. That's the challenge there. On the personal side, the challenge is just to, I guess at my age, just to stay fit, yaar.
What do you do in that department?
Nothing. Honestly, nothing but like basic.
What is your basic?
Basic would be just like, walk and just eat normal stuff. Don't go overboard.
What is a typical day for you like?
Typical day?
Actually, take me through a day or a time slot or a stretch of a few days where you're not working. This whole concept of FOMO.
देखा अभी मैं बाकी comedians को थोड़ा डरा दूंगा. There is never a time span when I'm not working. And this is something that I've developed as part of the process is every day.
But do you like it this way?
Oh, love it. I hate myself when there are gaps, like when you miss 2-3 days and you're just chilling, because we can, right? अभी मैंने solo लिख दिया है, यही solo में 1 साल करेगा अभी. Material is ready, gigs आ रही हैं, shows बिक रहे हैं. I can decide to get up at 12 o'clock every day and just drink and then have lunch and then sleep and then शाम को show कर. If I want, I can do that. But I've told myself, I said, every day you have to write in the morning. So you go to a coffee shop, sit there, get your coffee and start writing. Okay, even if you're writing crap, and most of the days we are writing crap, right? वो spark once in a blue moon आता है. But my process is just, my mornings are very important to me. So I have realized I write in the morning, I think in the morning. Everything else, like
And what do you mean by morning?
Like morning is like, I would be at a coffee shop. I am at a coffee shop every single day at 8:50.
Wow.
Every single day at 8:50 I'm at the coffee shop.
So your corporate life for those many years has taught you that balance.
बदला ही नहीं हुआ actually.
होता है ना फौजी ऑफिसर्स जो होते हैं वो खून में आ जाता है. They will wake up at 4 in the morning.
मैं ना कुछ ऐसे कभी-कभी कोई books पढ़ते हैं ना तो you get very inspired. I don't know, some very famous writers से ना, there was a question that was asked. पता नहीं कौन था writer, वो Hemingway उस type के writers थे. वो there was a question asked saying, when they say when you're writing ना, a lot of people think that you get inspired at a certain point. This is a spark of inspiration that comes and you write a poem or a novel or a stand-up comedy bit, right? So to this writer who had written a lot of novels, somebody asked saying, like, do you write when inspiration hits you? Or like, what is the process? So this guy said, I only write when inspiration hits me. However, inspiration hits me every day at 9 o'clock. And it's such a smart thing that I had, because sometimes you just got to force yourself to sit and write. Okay, and that for me is that 9 to 12 wala period in the morning. I just, whether you're writing good stuff, bad stuff, doesn't matter. You just, every single day.
And what is this connection with the coffee shop?
Yeah, I don't know.
Do you think
I
change
just,
of environment, change
I
of
just
place?
love the vibe of a coffee shop. And there's only one shop. We shouldn't put brands into this, na?
Yeah.
So without taking money from them.
I think so too.
है ना? So there's this one
You
coffee
would know
shop.
better. You're the one who's working
हाँ, नहीं,
for
नहीं, ऐसा पैसा चाहिए होता है brand
पैसा
को.
चाहिए.
But there's one coffee shop I go to. I've been going there for 6 years
named it
now.
like 10 times already.
है ना? And it's all over my thing. So we might as well call it. So I go to Starbucks. Right? Opportunity waste away. But I go there. It's just the vibe. It's just sitting there, vibe. I don't listen to things. Most of the time I have a headset on. So it's not that I'm listening to conversations or observing people. But I like the vibe. I like the whole idea of getting ready in the morning and going to a place and then working for a few hours and then coming back.
Thank you for watching the clips. Watch the full video from the link in the description box. If you like our videos and content, make the comment section your friend. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon. We will meet you in our next episode. Till then, master your inner world with The Journey Within by Shobha Rana.